Hey guys, welcome back to another video of mine. I'll be recreating this look and I really like how it came out, and I'm also going to be doing a little bit of story time. So please do stay tuned and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, you guys. So I already did my eyebrows. They don't look the same, but I'm not going anyway, so we'll just have to work with what we have. Oh, guys, I'm a bit tired today because I had sleeping paralysis. If you know what sleeping paralysis is, it's just a horrible thing to happen to someone, you know. Like, if you have that, you should try by all means to fight it, because having that is like a demon. That thing is demon like. And you guys, you should also try and fight it. Like, don't let it like drain all of your energy. And I haven't had it in years, so I was just really shocked when I had it today. And I was just thinking to myself, like, why? But that's not the reason why I'm filming this video. I was just letting you guys know what's been going on with me today, because I was really contemplating on whether I should film this video or not, because I was really feeling down. But no, like, you shouldn't procrastinate stuff. If you say you're gonna do something, try by all means to do it, you know. So I wanted to film this video, so I was just like, you know what, you have to film it now. If you don't film it now, then you might not even film it, and you know, that's not being productive. So you guys, let's go to the video that I wanted to film for you. So this video is about my relationship with this guy, on and off for 6 years. We were very young when we started dating, and our relationship was on and off for 6 years. I wouldn't say it was 6 years, but it was 6 years on and off. So I was with this guy, and we were very young at that time, probably 13 or 14 years. And we, as I say, we were dating on and off. And I won't say that the relationship was good or bad. It was just normal relationship, normal kids relationship. Like, you know, being amused by like the little things, dating, you know, kissing. That's as far as our relationship went. It didn't go further than that, because obviously we were still virgins at the time. So, you know, all we did was kiss, hug, kiss, hug. So I think 4 years into the relationship, on and off, that is, one time, so we broke up for like the longest time, probably 6 months. It was the longest that we've broken up. Then when we got back together, I'd had a baby. So, you know, and he already knew about it through social media, obviously, and he had no problem with it. So we carried on our relationship as normal. And then this one time, he had lost his phone. So apparently he got robbed and he lost his phone. So he was using his mom's phone. So his mom knew me. She knew of me. She didn't know me like face to face. Me and her have never met. She just knew of me being like her son's girlfriend and all of that. Guys, why am I forgetting that I'm supposed to apply eyeshadow? You see, this whole thing of filming while you're doing makeup, that's what happened in the last video. I forgot the makeup look that I was making, and now you see, like, oh guys, okay. So he was using his mom's phone, and we were speaking through WhatsApp using his mom's phone. So this one time I sent him a message. I think it was a good morning message or something. And I thought he was the one that was online, only to find out that it was his mom that was online. So his mom replies and she's like, yeah, so you're the one that's dating my son. You know, I don't like you. Okay, let me make this beauty blender damp. She was like, you're the one that's dating my son. I don't really like you. You know, I don't like that the fact that my son is dating someone else's baby mama, and my son has a bright future unlike you. Like, how can you have a child at such a young age? Like, that's not the type of future that I want my son to have. I don't want him to be raising someone else's child. Like, I want him to have his own child when he's married. So I was so shocked because as far as I was concerned, his mom liked me. That's what he said to me, only to find out that no, actually the mother doesn't even like me, and she doesn't even like our relationship like that, you know. So I was so shocked at that text. I was so shocked at that text that I got from her. Like, I didn't even reply actually, because I was just like, what? Like, you know, guys, my pregnancy was very, very hard because I was still doing grade 11 at the time. So I lost friends, you know. My friends' parents would advise them not to hang out with me because, yo, this girl is pregnant. You don't want to be associated with someone that falls pregnant at a young age. How will people look at you? People will think that you're also the type to have kids at a young age. So through all of that, you know, my friends started, you know, one by one acting funny. Some would even blame their parents, only to find out that their parents didn't even know me, but they just didn't like to be associated with someone who's pregnant. Okay. So actually having a parent say that, and that parent being my boyfriend's mom, this was after my daughter was born, by the way. I was shocked, you know. I was a bit sad, you know. And yeah, we just moved from that, you know. I told my boyfriend about it. He said that his mom didn't mean it, obviously. Men will always speak for their moms. She said his mom didn't mean it. You know, she didn't understand the whole concept of our relationship, but he made sure that she understood. So now she doesn't have a problem with us dating, which was a lie, I think. I didn't speak to the mom ever again after that, but I think he was lying. Like, his mom meant what she said. She didn't want her son to be associated with someone who has a child. She wanted her son to date somebody without a child, and they would get married and have their own kids, do things the right way. So guys, I'm going for this look. So actually, I'm correcting my last video's look. I didn't like I didn't like that look that I made on my last video because it wasn't something that I wanted. I even told you guys at the end of the video that I don't like this look. And I think I got caught up in talking too much that I forgot what makeup look I'm going for. So today I'm going to attempt again to make this makeup look. And guys, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm also trying to improve my makeup skills so that I can be better doing makeup on my face. So yeah, I'm going to put the makeup look that I want to do on the screen so you guys can see it, and I'm going to attempt to make the look that is almost like the one in the picture. So yeah, so guys, so me and this guy, we continued dating as normal. We continued doing our thing. There was no problem. Like, he said he had sorted out this whole thing with his mom. He had told his mom that he loves me and we're not gonna break up and all of that. And as far as he said, as far as he was saying, his mom understood it, you know. So I was like, oh, okay. I guess now we can just carry on, you know. So we carried on with our relationship, and fast forward on our 6th year. So everything was cool. We're still long distance, by the way. We visit each other during like school holidays. So fast forward 2016, obviously I was done with my matric the year before, and I was just raising my daughter while I figure out what I want to do next in terms of school. So he was also doing the same thing, like taking a break from school, taking a gap year, deciding what he wants to do next, and all of that. So me and him were like talking on a regular, calling each other and stuff. Okay, so this one time, me and him were talking, and he says to me, "Yeah, good night." You know, we say our good nights, and we sleep. So the next morning, I sent him a good morning message, as usual, as we always do, like good morning, hope you have a nice day, all of that, you know. So I send him a good morning message, and I don't get a response. So I don't really think much into it. I'm just thinking, no man, maybe he's busy, you know. He will answer me when he gets a chance. Sharp. I just continue with my day. The day progresses, and during the day, he contacts me. When he contacts me, I hear this girl's voice, and she's just like, "Yeah, I'm Mjele. Tell her that you don't want her anymore." So I'm just like, what's going on? So I call him. I'm like, what's going on, dude? Like, who's that? Who's that in the background? And why is she telling you to tell me that you don't want me anymore? What is that? So he drops the call. So I'm just like, did he call me by mistake? What happened? You know? So as I'm just like, whatever. I'm doing whatever that I'm doing, carrying on doing whatever that I'm doing. They call again. So this girl continues to say, tell her, if you love me, you tell her. If you want to be with me, you tell her that you don't want her anymore. So he proceeds to tell me that, I don't want you anymore. And I'm like, why? He's like, I gotten back with my ex, so I've decided that I want to be with her, and I don't want to be with you anymore. So I tell him, I'm like, but she's the one that's telling you to say that though. Like, that's not you, you know? And he's like, no, I've made my decision. I don't want you. Please stop calling me. Please stop contacting me. Don't ever do it again. Like, I don't want to be with you. I want to be with her. And I'm like, are you sure this is you? Because obviously I can hear you in the background telling you what to do. And he's like, no, it's me. Like, I've made a decision. And I ask him, I'm like, do you realize that we're in our 6th year this year? Like, are you aware? Like, why would you just decide that you want to go back to your ex? Like, well, who does that? Like, so this ex, guys, I know of her because she was the one that made our relationship to be on and off over the years. Because it wasn't the first time she was telling him to tell me that he doesn't want me to be with him anymore. So that's why when it happened for the second time, I was just like, this dude is playing. This dude is playing. And guys, being like a 14-year-old, 15, 16-year-old, you just like I would say you're just so dumb. You're just like, it's my man. It's also my man. So I'm going to fight for him. Like, all of that dumbish. So through these years, me and this girl were busy fighting over him. And he would always tell me that no, this girl is crazy, she doesn't want to let go of me. I always tell her that I love you, and I would always believe that. Like, fast forward now that I'm grown, I know for a fact that he was probably telling her the same thing about me, that he doesn't want me, I'm always following him and stuff like that. So I didn't really take it seriously when it happened for the second time. I was just like, this girl is starting again. Like, she wants my man so much. Like, I was just full of myself at the time, because I was just like, yeah, this girl wants my man. Like, how could she force him? Like, you can't force someone to love you if they don't, you know. So he tells me, you know what, I don't want you, leave me alone. I want my ex. I'm going back with my ex, and that's it. And then the girl is like, Uzwile. She asked me if I heard what he said, and I'm like, yeah. Thinking that he's gonna call me later and be like, this girl is crazy. Like, he made her to look like a psycho person, like someone who, like, if you don't do this, I'll kill you. If I can't have you, no one can, type of girl, you know. So yeah, that's what was happening. And they dropped the call. So I'm just thinking like, oh, this is my man. He's gonna come back to me and he's gonna explain himself, and we're going to move on like the couple that we are, the power couple. I sharp. The day ends and it's now nighttime, still no call. And I'm just like, and now, like, my babe's not calling me to say good nights. Like, he's not calling me to explain. So now I decide to call him, you know. I call him and he doesn't answer. And I keep calling and calling and calling and calling. Now I'm worried and I'm now getting pissed, because I'm just like, what if he meant what he said, you know? So, okay, guys, let me cut off this video for now and do this cut crease, because I really want to perfect it this time, and then I'll come back and continue the story. So I'm back, guys. I did the cut crease. It looks a bit crazy, but let's trust the process. Let's try to trust the process. So where was I? So I'm calling this guy and he's not picking up. So I'm just like, okay, maybe he's busy, you know. Maybe he's going to call me tomorrow, you know, and whatever. Maybe he's sorting out this crazy girl and trying to figure out, you know, how to get rid of her or something. Sharp. Tomorrow comes. And I wake up very early because I'm just like, what is going on? Like, you know, when you couldn't sleep and you end up waking very, very early because you're just like wanting to know, like, what is going on, you know? So the next day comes and I call this guy again because I'm worried at this point. I'm thinking something bad probably happened to him. This girl he probably told this girl that he doesn't want her, and now maybe she did something bad to him, you know. I'm just overthinking all of this at this point. So I start calling again and he doesn't pick up. I think I called 3 times, and on the 3rd time he picked up. And I'm just like, I'm so worried about you. What is going on? Like, you've been so quiet, and I'm waiting for you to tell me what's going on and all of that. And this guy says to me, but I told you to leave me alone. Like, I've been telling you to leave me alone, and here you are blowing up my phone, and I'm here with my girlfriend trying to sleep, and the phone keeps ringing and you just won't leave me alone. guys, I was so shocked. I was just like, but babe, weren't you joking? And he's like, dude, why would I be joking? I'm serious. I don't want you anymore. This long distance thing doesn't work for me. And I'm just like, but after 6 years, you're now telling me that it's not working. Like, are you listening to yourself? Like, think this through. Don't let the girl that you with right now, ruin what me and you have been building for 6 years. Like, don't allow that. And this guy is like, hey, I'm happy. She makes me happy. She's always there when I need her. She's not like you. Like, every time I need you, you're not there. And every time I want you to be here, you can't come as soon as I want you to. So I just figured that maybe I should just go back with her, And I discovered that I do actually have feelings for her. So I'm shocked at this point. I am so shocked. And I'm just like, are you serious? He's like, dude, I'm serious. And now that I'm just busy talking to you, she's getting mad. Like, I'm with her right now. She's getting mad because I'm busy talking to you. And me and her are supposed to be spending time together. Like, you're supposed to be catching up, fixing stuff in our relationship. And now I'm busy here talking with you. It's not fair on her. She gave you a chance when it was your chance. Hey, imagine. He's like, she gave you a chance, and now it's time for you to give her a chance with me. And I'm thinking to myself, what are we doing here? Like, is this some sort of a game that I'm not aware of that is happening here? Because what this guy is telling me is new to me. Like, what is this guy saying? Like, someone just explain it to me, because I think I'm not getting it. This guy is like, hey, I am happy. She makes me happy, and I want to be with her. Imagine. That's what this guy says to me. Like, I've made a decision that I want to be with this girl, and I don't want you to ever call me. I don't want you to contact me. I don't want anything to do with you. Like, we've literally wasted 6 years for nothing. Like, we don't have, there's nothing that we've built. I don't even feel anything for you anymore. And this guy drops his phone, and I'm just so shocked that I can't even take in what he's just told me, because I'm just like, there's no way. There is no way. I'm thinking this girl probably did something to him. He probably like pulled out a gun or a knife and told him to say these things that he's, oh, this brush went into my eye. I'm thinking this girl probably put a knife to his neck or something, because this guy would never say the things that he's saying to me. He would never do that. Like, he's never disrespected me in the whole 6 years that we've been together. So I continued to call until maybe, I think my phone got blocked. I think he blocked my calls. And I'm just like, no, I'm going to call him with a private number, because I need an explanation. Like, you can't just tell me what he's just told me and then I'm supposed to just accept it. There's no way. There is no way that I'm accepting what this guy is telling me. So I call the private number, it doesn't get picked up, and soon it gets blocked. Or maybe he switched off his phone, I don't know. So now I'm going crazy, guys. Like, I'm not eating, I'm not bathing. Like, literally, like, when I look back, as much as I feel like I was a bit dramatic, but I think that I was probably going through a mini depression or something, because The fact that I wasn't even going out of bed at that point, like I would not get out of bed, you guys. I would literally just sit in bed the whole day, and I wouldn't bath, and I wouldn't talk to anyone. I wouldn't eat. I wouldn't do anything. I would just literally, if I feel like I need to go to the toilet, I'll go to the toilet, come back, get into my bed, sit there, try and call this guy, and knowing very well that he's blocked my calls everywhere. So I'll try to get new SIM cards, send him messages on Facebook. Oh, guys, I literally would try everything, and up until this guy, he called me and he's like, dude, I know it feels like I was probably joking, and you feel like I'm going to say, I was joking, I was playing a prank on you, but I wasn't. Like, I was really, really serious about what I said. Like, I'm back with my ex and we are happy, and I'd really, really appreciate it if you'd leave us alone. Like, you've been harassing us now, and it's enough. Like, I've already explained to you that I don't want you anymore, so I'd really appreciate it if accept it and move on. And he kept on telling me how you get someone that will love you, like you're a pretty girl, like don't let this put you down, I'm so proud of you, and all of those things. And I wasn't hearing any of it because I was just like, dude, there's no way that you're doing this right now. There is no way. Like, after 6 years, and you're just gonna give up for your ex? Why? And he's like, this whole thing is not working. Like, I've been seeing this whole long distance thing, and as much as you say we've been dating for 6 years, I don't see it. I feel like we haven't even been dating that long. And I was so sad, you guys. I was so sad, yo. But I'm glad he, spoke to me, and he explained to me that it's happening, because I couldn't believe it. Like, I couldn't believe it. I thought this girl probably did something to him or something. I hope I'm not ruining it with this black. You guys think I'm ruining it? Ish. Let me take another brush. So that's what happened, you guys. So what happened after is I continued with my depression. I think it lasted a week, where I wouldn't eat, I wouldn't bath, I would just go to the toilet, come back, get into my bed, try to distract myself with music, and I remember my mom coming to me and telling me that, whatever that you're going through, you have to realize that you're a mom now. You can't just decide that just because you're not eating, your baby's not gonna want to eat. Like, children still want to be fed. They still want to be given attention. They still want attention from their mom, So you can't just shut down because you're going through stuff, So my mom just recommended that I go to the doctor. Maybe the doctor can figure out what's wrong with me. I already knew what was wrong with me, so I was just like, no, let me just go to the doctor. I'll ask the doctor for sleeping pills, because I couldn't sleep. I kept on crying, you guys. Like, I had like a lot of tissues on the floor. My room was so dirty. I had like diapers over diapers that were not thrown away, and I was just going through it. Like, I was going through the most. It was hectic, I won't lie to you. It was really hectic. So I went to the doctor, and the doctor was just like, this was my actual doctor, the doctor that I go to all the time. So he knew something was wrong with me, So he thought that since I just finished my matric, it was because of the results that I got. Maybe I wasn't happy with my results, or I wasn't happy about taking a gap year and my friends were moving on. So he gave me the whole advice of, it was bound to happen. Like, your high school friends were not going to be your high school friends forever. And at some point, you guys will have to move on and do different things. And if you guys were meant to be friends, then you guys will be friends in future. But at this point, I should be focusing on myself and my daughter and my health. So I took that advice and related it to what I was going through, which was the breakup. And I was just like, yeah, if he's gonna come back, he's gonna come back. If he's not, then he's not gonna come back. I shouldn't be dwelling on whether he's gonna come back or not. I shouldn't be here crying, and now my daughter's suffering in the process because her mom is going through a breakup. Like, it was unfair on her. So that's when I decided that no, you know what, doctor, please prescribe me some sleeping pills. I think I'm going to need them. And the doctor was just like, if you really, really need them, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give them for you. If you really, really need them, I'm going to prescribe them for you. But you need to get better. You need to snap out of it. You need to move on. Because if you dwell on it, it's the more time goes on, and it's the more you're losing on, like, things that are happening in the present, which is right now. So I was just like, yeah, but for now, I need those sleeping pills because I haven't slept in days. And I feel like I'm going to lose my mind. So that's what the doctor did. He gave me some sleeping meds. I went home, I started, like, using the advice that he gave me. I started spending time with my daughter. She was happy to have me back because the fact that her mom she would literally wake up and find me crying for her was just not it. Like, you know how babies can sense if something is wrong with you, especially their mom. Like, so she was always the comforter. Like, she was like the friend I never had, literally, because every time she'd find me crying, she would just hug me. And if she could talk at the time, she'd probably tell me everything's gonna be fine. When you're going through you're going through stuff, and you just want someone who's just going to hug you, or you're just gonna lay on their shoulders and cry and not even talk about it, because sometimes talking about it is just it's just a lot. And I'm one of those people who I don't like advice. Like, I don't like advice. I like to learn from my own mistakes, my own way. I don't want you telling me that if you date this person, you're gonna be hurt. No, don't tell me. I want to experience it myself. Guys, we're all grown. Like, I'm one person that I want to learn from my own mistakes. And that's one thing I'm going to carry on into motherhood. That, if she wants to do something, she can do it. But I will tell her that if you do this, this is what's going to happen. But I'm not going to try and prevent it from happening, because it's going to happen anyway if you want to do it. Because, guys, we all learn the hard way. Like, we all learn the hard way. We're all stubborn. We all want to see where anything's gonna take us. So I'm not going to be the one to be like, no, it's not gonna happen. You're not gonna do this. You're not gonna go through that. No. I'm gonna let her go through it. I'm gonna let her go through the painful breakups, because those are the ones that teach you life, how cruel life can be. And if you know how cruel life can be, you respect it, and you respect life, and you respect people. So I think that, and that also makes you to grow, like, you mature and you grow and you learn from your experiences. And yeah, So guys, what I'm going to do now is I want to add glitter on the line of my cut crease, and I'm going to continue the rest of my makeup because I don't want to make this video as long as the last one. The last one is 40 minutes, you guys. That's a long video. Like, why would I be speaking for 40 minutes? So I want to make this video short, so I'm going to do that glitter, and then I'm going to continue the rest of my makeup. So I'm going to continue filming, and I'm just gonna fast forward everything. So yeah. So I'm done with the look, you guys. This time I'm happy with the look. This is what I wanted last time, and I was busy talking too much that I didn't even focus on what I was doing on my face. So this time I had to focus to do the right thing. Let me carry on doing my concealer and contour and what else, baking. And this time I won't forget highlights, guys. The last time you guys didn't remind me that I had to put highlights on. I haven't, like, as I told you in the last video, like, it was probably like 6 months since I've done my makeup, so I had forgotten how to do makeup, and I don't even watch makeup tutorials anymore because guys, makeup tutorials, I've watched so many of those when I wanted to learn how to do makeup. Now that I know how to do the basics, I think that I should be focusing more. Guys, the camera fell, so as I was saying, I have to focus more on learning how to do eyeshadow because, guys, if you guys have noticed, like, eyeshadow looks have improved over the years, and they're getting even more and more, like, more on the outside than it is like makeup. Oh, where's my concealer? Oh. Like, makeup is getting more like art. It is art, but it's more on the outside nowadays. Like, the way people put in so much effort in their makeup looks is insane. Like, it is insane. I want to do, like, I want to get used to doing like reels and TikTok videos, guys. Like, this year I'm working on doing I'm working on my brand. Like, I really want to grow my YouTube, I really want to grow my Instagram following, I really want to grow, like my brand as a whole. I really want to get my first brand deal this year, work with companies. Like, I am really passionate with hair a lot. I really love hair, and I really love to work with hair companies, even though like I feel like people don't aren't interested in watching like hair installs anymore. Like, even I'm not interested in what there's so many videos of people installing hair that I'm just like, like I haven't had hair that needed to be installed. Usually the closure of the hair that I own is the 4x4 closure. Guys, my camera is giving me problems today. It's giving me space problems. I needed to delete a few things so I can continue filming. So what I'm going to do now is continue my makeup. As you can see, I'm baking, and I'm gonna come back after I do my lashes and my lipstick to end off this video. For my lips, I don't want to do too much because the makeup look is already a lot. So what I'm going to do is use my Essence lip pencil. It's not a, is it a lip pencil? Eye pencil. Use an eye pencil. I think it's an eyeliner, and I'm going to line my lips using that, like so. And then I'm just gonna put on a lip gloss. So after that, I'm gonna put my lashes, and again I'm gonna come back to close off this video finally, you guys. I hope it's not too long though. Hey, okay guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys really enjoyed the story time. I don't think it was that much interesting, but you know, I thought I should just share a little bit of what I went through. So this is also the look that I wanted to recreate on the last video, and I'm really happy with with how it came out, you guys. Like, if you guys can just look at that, and also these lashes. I also decided to put on just a cute outfit. Like, I don't know if you guys can see because I'm sitting down, but I'm really happy with the look. And yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please do follow me on the social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and also TikTok, you guys. I'll put the handles in the next clip. See you in my next video. Bye.